If you're watching this video on YouTube, remember, if you have a question, comment, or suggestion for me, you can post it on 3D Game Man, and the link is provided below. Hello again, I'm Rodney Reynolds from 3dgameman.com, and welcome to another video review. Today I'm looking at the Fractal Design Node 605 Home Theater PC case. The box is pretty plain looking, but it does have pictures, features, and specifications about the product on it. They include a user's manual, and the case is packaged very well, styrofoam on either end, and the case is in a plastic bag. They also include this accessory box, and in it they include motherboard standoffs, regular screws, power supply screws, fan screws, 5 cable ties, and an optical disc drive bracket. They have protective plastic on the front, and I'll remove that. Now let's have a closer look at the case. Now this case is really best suited for a home theater PC environment. It has that look to it, a boxy style that looks quite nice. On the front you have a pretty big slab of aluminum. This is not plastic. At the front right is the power button, and that power button has an integrated power LED. Note their logo as well as the model and home theater PC. This is on a swing down gate, which by the way has 2 pieces of rubber on it, one on this side and another one on the other side, and this is to cut down on vibrations, and also when it goes back it won't make that metal against metal sound. Something that should be included in all home theater PC cases is this, a card reader. It is so handy to have. They also include 2 USB 3 ports, a headphone jack, microphone jack, as well as a FireWire port. And on the left side is a slim optical disc drive slot. Now that I'm shooting from the side, have a closer look at this very thick, solid 8mm thick aluminum front panel. There's nothing like real aluminum to give a case that elegant, stylish look. They also have a couple of little grooves right here just to make it easier to get your finger into to pop down that front panel. There's one on this side, the right side, and there's another one on the left side. Here we have a 3-speed fan controller. They include one 120mm fan, but you can install another optional 120mm fan. On the left side of the case, they include a 120mm fan, and this is for the power supplies fan. And by the way, they do include dust filters on all of the intake fans. At the back of the case, you can install 2 80mm fans. Here's where the motherboard's I/O shield plate gets installed. They include 7 ventilated expansion slots, and here is where a standard ATX power supply gets installed. In order to gain access to the inside of this case, you'll first need to remove the top panel by taking off 2 regular screws at the back, and it just slides a little bit, and then you can just lift it off. Now on the inside of this top panel, they include acoustic dampening material, and it is quality material as well, and this will certainly cut down on a lot of that computer noise. This case fits ATX, micro ATX, mini ITX, and DTX form factor motherboards, so it really gives you a lot of options. Now unfortunately the motherboard tray is not removable, but that's not a big deal with this type of case because you've got open access to the inside of the case, so you'll be able to install and remove gear very, very easily. Now you can make it a little bit easier by taking off this bar, 2 screws, and that's off, also a couple right here. Now these are solid state drive or hard drive cages where you can fit up to 4 2.5-inch drives or 4 3.5-inch drives. Note how they have their logo stamped at the top of these hard drive cages. And by the way, if you want to remove these cages, each one has 2 screws, one on either side. As well, they have rubber grommets to cut down on vibrations. This is for when you are installing 3.5-inch drives, and the holes for that would be here. Now if you're installing a 2.5-inch drive, you would use these holes. Now video card power supply and CPU cooler compatibility height will vary, so let me go through that now. Now first let me go through the video card length compatibility. 180mm with both hard drive cages mounted, 255mm with one hard drive cage mounted, 290mm in the top 2 ATX expansion card slots with 2 hard drive cages mounted, 280 millimeters in the top 4 ATX expansion card slots, with one hard drive cage mounted containing one 3.5-inch drive or one 2.5-inch drive. Power supply length compatibility again will vary. 180 millimeters including any modular connectors with both hard drive cages mounted, or 190 millimeters excluding cables and any modular connectors with one hard drive cage mounted. And finally, the CPU cooler height compatibility, which is approximately 125 millimeters with the side mounted fans. Now, for coolers with top mounted fans, they recommend that you add at least 30 millimeters clearance for decent airflow. On the bottom, they include 4 rubber feet, but the front 2 are audio-video style feet. Finally, have a listen to the stock cooling, first at the low speed, medium speed, and high speed. If you're in the market for a quality home theater PC case, this is going to be virtually impossible to beat because the feature list is long. They include fans, you can install more. There's lots of places to install drives. Plenty of options when it comes to motherboards. And as well, the build quality, styling, and fit and finish on this is exceptional. Without a doubt, this is a 100% kick-ass product. Until next time, take care. I hope you enjoyed this video review, and please note that pricing for this product is available on the 3D Game Man video review page.